Hello, Leo. Elsie here with a bonus read for you, my friends. Thank you so much for all the ways that you love on this channel. And one of the ways that you loved on this channel last week was by being the highest number of subscriptions. So thanks for your subscriptions. And if you are a Leo or a cross watcher for a Leo and you want to get in the comments and let me know that you're new, I'd love to greet you in the comments. Thank you for joining this tribe here. Now, Leo, when I do a bonus read, it is never date or timed, and these are intended to be predictions, all of them. So let's find out what's going on for you. And again, like no date or timing on these. It could be today, tomorrow, next year, 3 years from now, who knows. But let's take a look here. Let's talk about Leo. All right, we're falling out here already, Leo. Let's find out what's going on here. Leo, we have the Three of Wands. It does feel like you're waiting for something. I think you're waiting for the right time to move forward, I think, towards something here. We do have the Three of Wands here, but as you notice, there is the third wand is ready to burn out right to the ground. And when it does, it's going to give you two wands, which tells me you're going to have to make some sort of decision. And it's going to have to be a decision of fire, of course. You're Leo, right? It's going to have to be... I feel like you're at the crossroads here. You're not doing anything. You're kind of waiting for the wave. You're trying to wait for the wave. And maybe you're standing in a place where waves aren't going to be high enough for this surfboard. But it does feel like you're waiting on the right wave, I want to say. The Three of Wands is always indicative of something that's coming toward you. Something that's going to expand your life. We do have the Devil, which is Capricorn energy. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So I feel like what you're waiting for is for something to change or to travel somewhere or to make a decision, a quick decision about something. That's what it feels like. You're waiting to make a decision. Now, I think what's holding you back or the delays that you're experiencing here come from this Devil energy. It's doubt. It's fear. It could be some sort of addiction. It could be an addiction to buying shoes or purses, or it could be addiction to something that alters your state of mind or your state of being. But it feels like somebody here has the devil hanging on them, pulling them like back from the edge. And it feels like the devil would rather you just sit in one spot and never get the things that you want. And so you have an attachment here, some sort of an attachment that you feel like you can't let go of. It's almost like you're doing something obsessively. And maybe it's somebody else, take it as it resonates, but the energy of the devil is doing something obsessively that's not necessarily good for you, your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. And so I feel like the devil energy here is kind of hanging on you, and you're hanging back a little, not making any decisions right now, but I feel like it's going to be time to move forward into the future for something very soon, Leo. Tell me what else is coming up for Leo, please. I feel like you're just begging for an expansion. I think you just need to do something different so you can get something different than what you've always gotten. We've got the King of Cups in the reverse. We've got the Chariot. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. So it does feel like you're caught in your feelings. That's what it feels like with the devil energy here and the King of Cups. You're caught in your feelings about something. It feels like you're not emotionally available right now, like you just don't have the emotional energy to give away at this time. And I think that's why you're waiting, hopefully, for something to find you or someone or the situation, whatever it is. I feel like that's why the waiting is going on here, because you're not ready for it, or you feel like you're not, or there's a fear that you're not ready to show your emotions on the surface. The King of Cups being in the reverse is someone who still deals with bouts of overexpression, right? Getting very emotional, highly emotional, throwing tantrums, that kind of thing. So it feels like with the King of Cups being in the reverse, that somebody feels like they're not in control of their feelings, and they don't like the feeling of being out of control of the feelings. I feel like that's why maybe for some of you, you stay single, because you're not willing to kind of look at this. It feels like you're not willing to look at this, and I feel like you say to yourself, that's why I choose to be single, Elsie, so I can do what I want when I want to do it, and I don't have to worry about offending anybody. I can just be who I'm going to be. Yeah, absolutely. But you know that the King of Cups in the reverse is a little bit of energy that is, Yeah, it's sort of an out of control energy. You're out of control of your feelings. You're not making your own decisions because you're reacting instead of responding. Also, it feels like with the King of Cups in the reverse that you're not really listening to your intuition at this time, but you know that you want to go because all of these here say go, go, go. The Chariot here, you could have some Cancer energy, possibly Pisces, Scorpio energy. We've got Capricorn as well. It feels like there is, with the Chariot energy here, that somebody is trying to get their stability in their fire. We see the person who is at the top there of that coach, right? And somebody here is trying to get their balance and stay stable while things are about to move really fast. I feel like they're moving fast because you want them to. I feel like you're tired of waiting. You're waiting for that one wand to burn away so you can make your choice and go. The Knight of Wands, though, tells me that it's a bit of unstable energy and you're trying to gain your stability with the Chariot. The Chariot is always, you can see the two horses here. It's always about the feminine and the masculine energies that need to be balanced before you can go. This King of Cups tells me that you're not necessarily there with the balance, which is why I feel that you are very focused on your Pentacle world. And even if you're not single, you're very focused on your Pentacle world. It feels like there is something out in the future, though, that you desire, because that's what I'm seeing here, desire. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. What is it that you desire, Leo? It is all going to come down to you trying to get some stability, though. Stability in your emotions, because Chariot is the one that, the Cancer energy is the one that keeps all of their feelings under the surface. And this is one of just letting it pop out the... I'm looking at a bottle that's been shaken and we take the top off, and I don't know why I'm doing that. It's like it's not a screw top. It's like one of those ones where you need a bottle opener. Yeah, it's like an old bottle of Coke. Charlie is showing it to me. He's my guide. And so it's a bottle of Coke and somebody shakes it up and then pops the top off and it all comes out the top. That's what I'm seeing with the King of Cups. It's like somebody can't hold their emotions down, so they feel like they shouldn't move forward because they can't keep their emotions in check. All right, what are we excited about here? We've got the Knight of Wands here. We have the Five of Swords. Interesting. We have the Queen of Swords. Lots of swords. Okay. And then, the Seven of Swords. So you're not sure whether you want to show your feelings on the surface. It feels like, I think that when you get into this King of Cups energy here, that you start to get a little bit sharp with your words. And so instead of dealing with the emotion that's coming up, instead of dealing with whatever emotion, fear, or feeling like you're emotionally unstable, or you can't keep the top on the drink so it doesn't spill over, I feel like you turn into the Queen of Swords, whether you're feminine or masculine. So I feel like instead of feeling your feelings, you start to get a superiority complex. And although the Queen of Swords isn't someone who really feels superior, they are someone who will break it down in facts, right? They're not going to be aggressive, but they're going to be assertive. So it feels like you expect that if you move forward too quickly without getting hold of your feelings, that this could end up in a fight. It could end up in conflict or disagreement here. It could end up that we have some really harsh words with each other. And although I feel that when you get into this energy of the Queen of Swords, that you get into this head over heart thing, and, we've got the King of Cups in the reverse, and then we've got the Queen who's got her heart in a little jail down here, right? So it feels like we're not dealing with our feelings. Do you see what I mean? It feels like you're scared to deal with your feelings here. And so you keep a lot of stuff under the surface. And I don't think you're a liar. That's not what I'm saying. I feel like you end up dealing with things by yourself under the surface because you don't want to let things overwhelm you, because the King of Cups in the reverse is overwhelmed by their feelings. So I feel at this time that you don't want to be overwhelmed by your feelings. Tell me about the Chariot, please. But I feel like you want to go. Like, I feel like you really want the victory. You want this fire. I feel like you're excited to go, but it also feels like you're also holding yourself back because you're stuck in your head. These are all swords, right? You're like, but what if I let them see who I really am? What if I let them see who I really am? You can see that a light is above the head of the person who's trying to get away with the swords. What if I say everything that I wanted to say, and then they reject me as the Queen of Swords, saying, I don't want to deal with your stuff. Tell me about the Chariot, please. Why is the Chariot here? All right. We've got the Moon energy. We've got the Four of Swords, and we have, the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords. We're dealing at a lot of swords, my friend. You are very much in your head, which is accounting for the King of Cups in the reverse. You're not feeling, it almost feels like you're in a tug and pull with the new moon right now, because the new moon is wanting to bring everything to the surface, and you're like, no, nope, I'm staying in my swords. That's where I'm safe. I'm staying in my swords. So I feel like what you don't see is that there is victory ahead. The moon energy is here, and things are not as they seem. So I feel like to you, it feels like you're trying to hold down your feelings, or you don't want to, you don't want to pop the top off and let everything come out all at once. And I feel like things aren't as they seem. It feels like you've probably done your effort, or you've probably put an effort in to do some healing here. But the Four of Swords is a place where you're not really talking to people, not really sharing your energy, but you are trying to heal. For me, it's mental, right? Because it's all swords. It feels like you're trying to heal some sort of mental thing that you're fighting in the dark by yourself. Maybe they're dark thoughts. They could be dark thoughts that you feel like you have to heal from here. We do have the Nine of Swords, and it is worrisome. So I feel like we do have a Leo who is in their head, who is not willing to speak to anybody about it. It feels like they are dark thoughts, and although you want to move forward, I feel like you're feeling a little bit out of control. You're not feeling as balanced as you could feel should you decide to go the whole way with healing. I feel like you worry about the future and what that will bring. I also feel like you worry about the past. I want to say that you're in this cycle. You've been in this cycle for a while, Leo, and you're trying to get out of it. The Nine of Swords is a cycle. Like we can't get to the end. We can't seem to get to the 10 swords, and we stay stuck in the 9. Stuck in the mind, not being able to sleep. Maybe you're someone who's in and out of sleep. Excuse me. Tell me about this King of Cups. What do we do to remedy this Devil and the King of Cups? I feel like, you're allowing the negative energy to take up space here. And I think that in order to push out the Devil energy, you got to get that King of Cups in the upright, which is being emotionally available and aware of your feelings and in control of your feelings. We do have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. We have the Star. And we have the Page of Wands. So there's the issue, right? It does feel like you want to reach out, or you want to communicate with somebody. You want to heal something that's gone on here. But I feel like you're stuck in your head. In the future energy, I feel like you're still delayed, that you still haven't made a decision to do it. But back here, I feel like what's got you, the King of Cups in the reverse, is that you don't want to show somebody your feelings. You're trying to hold them down. And with this new moon energy, this new moon in Pisces, this is the jumpstart to your future. So if you keep holding it back, you might not get out of the King of Cups in the reverse. It's going to take a hard, a hard realization for you to get out of that energy. Because right now we're in the new moon today. It's the new moon in Pisces. And it's all about exploring your unconscious desires, but you're holding them down. They're in the dark. So I feel like you do want to reach out to someone. The Star is here. And when the Star is here, the card before the Star is the Tower. It tells me that you've hit some sort of a tower. You're going through a hard time at this time as I drop these cards here. And the Star being here tells me that you're, even though the Tower has fallen, that the Star is going to be here to heal you and help you and give you hope to move forward here. It feels like you know what you want. The Seven of Cups in the reverse is, I know what I want. I'm not confused anymore. But the thing is that you can't access your feelings in order to execute this. In order to execute the plan that you have in your head, which is I want to reach out, I want to heal it, to tell them I pick them, whether it's a job or the house or a person, take it as it resonates. I feel like you can't access the feelings. Tell me about the Three of Wands. What are you waiting for here? What are you waiting for? Because you're definitely not, you're ignoring your feelings at this time. And you've got this monkey on your back here. Oh, that's a George Michael song. Yeah, he sings about the monkey on your back. You might want to go look up the lyrics for that song. I think it's called Monkey, and it's by George Michael. It might even be Wham. I'm not sure. It's that long ago. All right. So you're waiting for some sort of an opportunity, something that's been traveling a really long time. It feels like you're trying to be patient until this situation blows over, or until you figure out your feelings, or it feels like you need to figure out your feelings about the situation. It doesn't have to be love. We do have the Ten of Swords, and so I feel like you're thinking of stopping in your tracks or dropping it, or I just need this. This feeling has been lingering, I want to say. This King of Cups in the reverse and the Devil energy has been lingering for a really long time for you. And you're waiting for it to stop, I think. You're waiting for it to stop, but understand it's not just going to stop at a magic. It's going to stop with healing, psychology, psychiatry, speaking to a friend, getting out amongst people. It's a change of mind. And right now you're kind of stuck in the mind. We do have the Ten of Swords, which is the end of the cycle, right? I was saying that you're a person who is this is your cycle, is that you find somebody, you speak to somebody, you like somebody, or you like the job, and then all of a sudden you get stuck in the cycle of, I can't do it, I can't get to the end, I can't close off whatever I want to close off. So I think the Ten of Swords here is telling me that what is coming to you is the opportunity to end this cycle. This cycle that you've been in with meeting someone you really like, or finding the perfect home and not being able to make the decision about it, or the perfect job, and then all of a sudden things start to go off the shelf and it doesn't go as well as you thought it did. It feels like this is a cycle for you that needs to be broken. I think you're willing to break it, but you don't know how. We have the Four of Pentacles. So I think you need to stop holding on so tight. When we hold on to things really tightly, the Four of Pentacles is about holding on to something. Here it's thoughts, right? Or holding on to these negative thoughts. So you're in a negative thought pattern and you need to break the pattern. The pattern is right here. It is the Ten of Swords. You need to stop dragging your heels on your emotional healing. And with the Four of Pentacles, when you hold on to something so tight, you're telling the universe, the reason I'm holding on to this universe is because I don't believe you. I don't believe that you're giving me anything more than this, which is negative thought patterns. And I feel like you need to let go, is what I think. You need to let go here. Tell me why the Nine of Pentacles is here. I feel like you really do want to go out there and meet somebody and have exciting times. And because I'm looking at the Knight of Wands, I feel like you just want to get out there and maybe date or have fun. But I feel like all these swords have got you all tangled up in your head here. And I feel like there are some dark thoughts that you're going to need to take care of. And when I say dark thoughts, I mean about yourself. I mean, there's a lot of shadow work here that needs to be done. And if you don't know what that is, please go look on Ten of Cups Tarot. When you go to type Ten of Cups Tarot, and when it comes to my main page, use the search and look for shadow work. I do have a video on shadow work if you don't know what that is. We do have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Swords. So it does feel like what you do, my friend, is you focus on work. You focus on work, you focus on home, and I feel like you just, you do the Groundhog Day thing, work, eat, sleep, in order to avoid your feelings. We do have the Two of Pentacles, which tells me you're super busy. And you're taking care of things still that are haunting you from the past. You're looking forward, trying to stay in the present moment, but nonetheless, things are very busy in your pentacle life. You might have a business that you're trying to hold up here as well. The Six of Pentacles is 6 and 2 is 8. You're putting the hard work in on the self. You're doing the self-mastery thing. I feel like you just haven't come to this place where you realize that the reason that you can't make connections because you're in your head and you're not in your feelings. It takes both to be connected to people. We do have the Two of Swords here, and there is a block here. So I feel like there is a block as it pertains to reciprocity. I think this is the place where you kind of get hung up. That's what it feels like, where you kind of block people out of your life and you give them minimal reciprocity. But I think that this energy is telling me that you might tell people, you might use the excuse of, look, my life is really busy. Everybody's taking something from me. I have a home, I have children, I have a job, or I have a job in a side gig, or I feel like this is the excuse that you use not to give reciprocity. You kind of breadcrumb everybody because you in order to give everybody the full you got to get out of this energy of the King of Cups in the reverse. So I do feel like somebody here is blocking reciprocity from people, just because in order to give somebody reciprocity, you're going to have to take off that blindfold and see your feelings. And I think that's a hard thing for you. All right, tell me what the possible outcome is here for Leo. Look, if you want that Two of Cups, Leo, it's yours. The universe is offering it to you right there. But and I think that you already have somebody in mind for some of you. You already have someone in mind with the Seven of Cups in the reverse. It's like you're no longer confused about what you want, but you just don't know how to gain access to it. In order to feel the Two of Cups, in order to make this decision, you must be the King of Cups in the upright. And right now you're keeping your feelings under the surface and you're not willing to work on that at this time. We do have the Three of Pentacles, and so you stay in the friend zone. You friend zone everybody. You call them friend, and no matter whether you have love feelings for them or not, you friend zone everybody, and you've been doing that for a really long time. The Seven of Pentacles tells me that's been your path for a really long time. That the only thing that you're willing to put energy into right now is friendship or cooperation, or we can work together, or whatever the Three of Pentacles is to you. And it feels like you that you do have love for someone who is a friend or that you call friend, but that the King of Cups being in the reverse is telling me that you're unable to access the feelings to tell them how you feel about them. We do have the Six of Cups here. It feels like there is somebody here that you feel is that you're very connected to, or someone that you have history with. And I think you want to tell that person about your feelings, but got to work on that first, my friend. However, whatever way you want to work on that, it's time to work on that. If this is what's stopping you from accessing the most beautiful soulmate, deeply connected relationship and the new beginning, it's blocking you. I'm just going to say that when the universe knows that you should have something, but you're unwilling to see the lesson, guess what happens? Yeah, you get your wisdom through the tower. That's what happens. So whether you're willing to do it now or you're not willing to do it now, I feel like it's coming. And it's going to come to you as a tower. It's going to come to you as a realization that you want to talk to somebody. It feels like there is a beautiful, like, look at that beautiful beginning. There is a new beginning that you can have with someone that you've known for a while, that you have really deep connection to. But until you decide to access your feelings, Leo, or maybe we can flip it and maybe it's about them accessing their feelings. I don't know what's going on with you. So maybe it's that for you. But until you access your feelings, my friend, it's going to be hard to deal with anything and anyone. We do have Pisces and Cancer energy here. We have Capricorn. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. We have Aries right here. We have Gemini right here. We have Scorpio. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy as well. We've got Aquarius. I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate you. I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.